Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom surrounded by mountains and tranquil rivers, there lived a young prince named Siddartha Gautama. Siddartha lived in a magnificent palace, surrounded by blooming gardens and resplendent rooms. He had everything a child could wish for: toys, delicious feasts, and the affection of his family. However, even though he seemed to have it all, Siddartha felt a restlessness in his heart, as if something important was missing in his life. He didn't know what it could be, but that feeling accompanied him wherever he went. One day, Siddartha decided to leave the palace to explore the world beyond the walls that surrounded him. As he walked along the kingdom's paths, he encountered people who seemed to live very different lives from his own. He saw a sick man, a frail elderly woman, and a person who appeared sad and discouraged. For the first time, Siddartha understood that suffering, illness, and old age existed in the world. These experiences made him think deeply and question why there was pain in life and whether there was a way to avoid it. Siddartha then decided to renounce his life as a prince and embarked on a long journey in search of answers. He ventured into forests, climbed mountains, and reached distant villages, learning from the most renowned sages and teachers of his time. Each taught him different ways of living and understanding the world, but none of their answers brought him the peace he was seeking. After years of searching, Siddartha realized that the key to finding inner peace lay in something he had already experienced in fleeting moments: meditation. So, he decided to dedicate his life to this practice, sitting to meditate under a tree now known as the Bodhi tree. There, Siddartha meditated deeply, observing his breath, his thoughts, and the feelings that arose within him. Instead of worrying about the past or the future, he focused on the present moment, on his breathing, and on the beating of his heart. Days and nights passed, and as he meditated, something marvelous happened. Through meditation, Siddartha came to understand that suffering exists in the world because people cling to things they want: more wealth, desire more power, or yearn for something they don't have. This constant pursuit of more prevents them from enjoying what they already have. He also realized that, to be free from this suffering, it was necessary to learn to let go of these desires, to live without attachment, and to value each moment. Upon reaching this understanding, Siddartha Gautama became the Buddha, which means, the awakened one, or, the enlightened one. Buddha understood that meditation was like a key that opened the door to inner peace, and so he decided to share his teachings with anyone who wished to listen. He taught them that the true path to happiness wasn't in having more but in living with less, appreciating the present, and learning to calm the mind through meditation. Soon, the forest began to fill with people eager to hear Buddha's teachings. He showed them how to sit in silence, close their eyes, and breathe calmly, focusing on their thoughts and letting the noise of the mind gradually quiet down. He taught that, through meditation, everyone could find within themselves a source of peace that didn't depend on what they owned or achieved. From then on, those who followed Buddha learned that meditation was like a light in the darkness, a tool for finding peace and happiness in the heart. Buddha's teachings spread, and many discovered that in the silence of meditation, they could find a deep and true joy, like the one he had found beneath the Bodhi tree. Thus, Buddha showed the world the value of meditation and the power of living in the present, teaching that we all have within us the capacity to live in peace if we learn to listen to and calm our hearts.